So, let's set the scene. It's August of 2018. You're a young adult trying to find a game for you and your friends to play. You're tired of Mario Party and Mario Kart, and League of Legends and Overwatch just makes everyone mad. Coincidentally, EVO's happening on Twitch right now, and you begin to get curious. Let's see if any of these games look fun to watch, you say. For example's sake, let's say you tune into Dragonball Fighterz, the hot new Marvel clone sweeping the nation. Your eyes are glued to the screen for every second of it, and you bring the news to your friends, whom of which are just as invested as you. So you head over to Steam to buy the game. Thanks to EVO, the game's even on sale. You and your buddies buy the game, and play throughout the week, and then some. A little while later, an announcement for some DLC fighters gets out, and you're all itching to buy it and try them out. Then 2 more are released. And then 2 more. And even more along the way. Each of them are $5, by the way. Oh, and good luck trying to get your one friend who was a little late to the party to get all of them, because it's going to cost them about as much as the actual game, which isn't on sale, by the way. It's now back to its initial $60. This, my friends, is what we are here to discuss. What's the deal with fighting game DLC? Now, I'd say I'm a pretty big fan of fighting games. One of my favorite pastimes is getting me and my friends a game we have no experience in, and all of us getting better as we play it. As previously stated though, not all of these games come cheap. Hell, nowadays you'd be hard-pressed to find a fighting game that didn't have over $50 of overall DLC. I personally find that to be ridiculous. Why do I have to pay upwards of $6 or $7 for these characters, and why do there have to be so many of them? It'd be fine if there were 3 or 4, but no, it reaches insane levels. Fighterz alone has over 10 DLC characters, all of which are $5 each. Even one of my favorites, Rivals of Aether, has this issue. But at least with that game, it's made by indie developers, and there are only 4 DLC packs, 2 of which have 2 characters, by the way. Bandai Namco is a pretty big offender of having crazy high DLC prices overall. Not only are there a lot of Bamco games, but almost every one of them has at least $130 worth of DLC. Combining Fighterz, Tekken 7, Jump Force, and Soul Calibur 4, I ended up with a total of $614. I don't know about you, but that's a pretty steep price just to get the full experience from my games. That's not including the base price of the game, mind you, which is 9 times out of 10 a full price $60, which is a disgusting point in its own right. But not even Bamco's prices come close to the absurdity that comes from a very particular game company. I'm sure you've heard of them. They've become infamous for this sort of thing. It's a little company, it's a little obscure. It's a little obscure company you may know as Capcom. Their DLC prices have to be the most ridiculous, cash-grabby, infuriating thing I have ever seen. With just Street Fighter's DLC alone, we come to a total of $579. Did I mention that we're not including Street Fighter 4's? Hold on, let's see. Holy shit, really? Damn, that's insane. I wasn't aware that having shitloads of money for your DLC would amount up to $753. Really? Dude, that's crazy. Thank you, Capcom. I love spending about as much as rent for your fucking video game DLC. Wow. Again, thank you, Capcom. I do appreciate it. Anyway, there are other examples, of course, but I think we've capped it at Capcom and their blatant money grubbing. So let's give a quick shout out to one franchise that has always done it pretty well, in my opinion. Nintendo, and by extension, Smash, particularly Ultimate in this case, are the epitome of fighting game DLC done right. Sure, the characters are $6, but you're getting the character, a stage, and its own music to boot. Not to mention spirits to throw in a little extra. And the Mii Fighters are barely over $1. Thank you, Nintendo. You understand that skins and cosmetics should not be $3 or $4. So, that's about all I have to say for that. Bottom line is, if you're gonna make your DLC expensive, please, for the love of all that is holy, make it worth our while. None of this $5 to $6 character without anything else business. And just for us, just for the audience, the people who are playing your video games, fighting game developers, make the cosmetic shit cheap. No one's going to buy your skins if they have to use enough money to get them lunch just for the summer reuse skin. Well, with all that being said, I am Mona of the DGen Hut. Thank you for your time, and good night.
Reflection does the truth. It's everyone's to be told. I need that mask. I'm a chef.